This is Joycey.
And Blake.
And welcome to Savagely Scaled.
So, welcome to this episode. We are actually going to dive in again to the CrossFit brands, or brands that we used to use, what are the upcoming ones, and everything like that. Because CrossFit isn't just about the workouts, it's a culture, and a huge part of that culture is the brands we wear, use, and represent. So get ready for this episode in
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So again, in this episode, we are breaking down some of the biggest names in CrossFit space, what they stand for, and whether they actually live up to their hype. Because I've been doing CrossFit for a while, so I've seen the brands come and go. I know Joycey is in her 6th year.
Yeah.
So you're starting to get the feel of brands coming and going. But we're going to be talking about from shoes and apparel to equipment and athlete-driven companies. We're talking about what really matters when we're choosing a brand or what to wear. Are you buying for performance, style, or just because your favorite athlete wears it? Which sometimes...
I totally do that.
Yeah.
I'm like, guilty.
Yeah, she's like, oh, look what I got.
Because it looks good.
Yeah, sometimes you do want to, what is that thing? You know, I always go back to that happy people don't kill people thing from Elle Woods, the endorphins.
Right.
So if you feel good in what you're wearing, you kind of work out very well. It's all about your mood. So the first one I have, which because I'm old school, is Nike. And in our first brand one, we did talk about this, but we have Nikes, you know, going into Metcons. They do have runners, and I know that's going into High Rocks, but
They even have lifters too.
they do. That's right, because you have a brand
I have
of
a
Nikes.
pair of lifters, yeah.
I'm not a big Nike person because they're more for the narrower foot, and I don't have narrow feet. I have like Flintstone feet. I'm in between like narrow and wide.
As my mom calls it, a tamale foot.
Yes. I have that very much. So I didn't really jump on the Nike bandwagon even in the old days. And I know like Metcons from season to season have changed, but I feel like the past couple ones have been kind of bulky, or like about 4 years ago, they were bulky. They were not good. I just don't like them.
That's fair. I felt like Nike was a big thing, like growing up, like even as a teen was like, oh, everybody wears Nike.
Yeah.
And that was kind of like the it brand. But I think the person that really kind of geared me towards like give him a shot was Coach Jason, actually, because
he's a Metcon fan.
Yep, he loves his Metcons. And I was like, you know what, let me check out the lifters. And the hard thing about lifters, I feel, is like there's not a lot of opportunities to try lifters on when you purchase or go buy some.
No, there's not.
There isn't. And you just kind of have to go on a whim and hope that everything's going to work out. But I remember seeing the Nike lifters and I was like, they're black, they match with everything. Like, I'm going to give them a try. I personally love my lifters. I think they're really comfortable. They have a really great flat sole and they're very like unique, I feel, in the shape of that sole. They're very stylish, which I think is a big Nike thing. Like, they're big on making it look good.
Yeah.
But yes, you're right. I would say it's definitely more lean towards like a narrower foot.
Yeah.
But Nike-wise, in terms of the clothing, personally, I have never bought Nike directly from the Nike store.
Yeah, no.
It's always like at
Ross.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or at the outlets when they're on sale.
Yeah.
It's pretty universal. It's good stuff. I've never had problems with like the clothing aspect of it. But yes, I never have thought of paying full price because those things are.
No.
And even the lifters for me were like 200 and, which is, I mean, I guess it's like an average price for lifters around like 200.
Yeah, which is sad. But I mean, you're going to use them for.
And they last a while.
Yeah. And like most CrossFitters aren't overusing their lifters compared to like weightlifters.
That's true.
We do everything in them. I've never bought anything full price. I did used to run in Nike and I did like that, but everything else, they just don't fit my foot. Jason is a good person to talk about because there were some years that his Metcons, he's like, these ones suck. And he did transfer over to Reebok. He's done tiers. So he is like one person that I do go to, and he's going to give me like
An honest.
This is what I don't like. This is what I like. It'll probably be good for you. This is not like an honest review about things. But I do
Right.
that with everybody at the gym. Do you like what you're wearing? Can I try? What
That's so
what are
true.
your pros? What are your cons? You know, it's also kind of weird. What does your foot look like compared
Or
to
can I
mine?
try them on sometimes? And people are pretty cool about that.
They are. So I'm just not a Nike person. Maybe for
fair.
runners again, but again, their shoes are a little bit more narrow for me than I can do. Yeah.
And I feel like they don't like specialize in a particular kind of footwear. It's just like they're more wide range.
Yeah, they're
know?
always going for what's hot. And I
Yeah.
think that's why like they're doing more like runners and stuff like that for High Rocks. They're into like what's new and important right now in like our
in
athletic
business.
world compared to like everyday, because everyday Nikes, you know,
Right.
They do pretty good. But I think in our athletic world, it's always like what's new, what's going to be giving us money, what's the look. And CrossFit just has such still a smaller niche
Right.
of things, because you can walk around and be like, oh, a Metcon, and some people are like, what are Metcons? I guess go with
Know the
that.
lingo.
Yeah, and I feel like our next brand is starting to do that now, Reebok. I have always been a Reebok person because of the toe box. It's a little bit wider. They still have some narrow aspects in it, like in their lifters. It was a little bit wider than the Nike, but still narrow.
Yeah.
I just like Reeboks. I like how they feel. I do know that I would have to buy several different ones. They used to have a series though. They used to have a CrossFit shoe series back in the day. They still are like trying to get that back, but if you talk to somebody, they're like, I had 4s, or I had the 1s, or I had the 5s.
Yeah.
That was like the CrossFit shoe that you could do basically anything in.
Right.
And I loved those seasons back then with Reebok. But because of everything that happened with Great Glassman and Reebok pulling everything out, I know that they're now, to me, are more like a Nike. Okay, what is this shoe for? What's going to make us money? Things like that. Like even in their outlet out here, I'd be like, do you have any lifters? And they're like, no. Back in the day, the outlet used to always had lifters, any type of shoe. My first pair of lifters was like, I forget, but they were below 100. There was a pair of lifters that were like 2 seasons prior, and they're like, these are $15. I wish that I fit into them. They were a size 9, and I was like, man,
Would have been perfect for me.
yeah. And I was like, $15 lifters, never worn, just old season that nobody wanted to buy. So those are the things that I miss, because shoes, apparel, equipment costs so much nowadays that I wish the outlets would bring that back, compared to I have to buy it online, then I get it. If you talk to some people and they're like, no, that's not true to size, and you've already bought it true to
Right.
size, then you have to return it. It's just sometimes like, ugh, I don't like to do it. It just
know.
sucks. But I still like Reebok. I'll probably buy another pair because I need to, but I do have like 3 different pairs that do 3 different things.
Oh, wow.
Right. I wore my flat pair yesterday because I was doing a lot more flat work, like a flat shoe, compared to like a lighter shoe that's for running and for lifting.
Interesting.
I don't know. It just sucks that it's like not all in one, but you can't really do all in one nowadays with it.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
I remember Reeboks being my first shoes, my lifter shoes. And I like that because they were kind of the only ones out there at the time when I joined 6 years ago. It was kind of like, well, that's the one I'm going to get. And then everyone would tell me like, yeah, Reebok is the way to go. So I think I bought 2 pairs of the shoes. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for me because to me, I was getting like blisters in the back of my foot, like because of the long
they
is
have
it the
a
tongue?
higher, no, the
What
tongue's
is it
in the
called?
front. I don't remember now, but they had a higher back.
They did.
And see, I like the higher
And that
back.
didn't work with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, no, that hurts the back. And I was like, I just get used to it. And I think because
High
I
socks.
Yeah, and I have inserts. So like there's some shoes that I cannot wear because it lifts my foot in the shoe.
Oh.
So having a high back is very nice for my foot.
Something to keep in mind, people.
Yeah,
But
your
yeah.
inserts. So then you don't have to take the whole already insert that the shoe has out, because then that's just the bottom of the shoe and it's not comfortable.
Right.
So Yeah, there's shoes now that I have to think about. And Reeboks, because they have the high back.
They do, yeah.
I'm like, oh, that works out for me, no problem.
They're cute, though. They had some cute colors. But, yeah, that got me. And I was like, oh, man, I really wanted to like these. But, yeah, that was my only complaint, I would say, for me personally. But it's more of a, like you said, a personal preference because people...
It is. And it's like they made different nanos. So Nike was Metcons, Reebok were nanos, and then they would make like Nano X1, Nano this, Nano for running. And then I'm like, okay, you guys are all over the place. But those new nanos had higher backs.
They did,
There was a nano set that the tongue, so the front part with the laces, was connected to the shoe.
Oh, so like I don't know how I feel about those.
I didn't like it. Like I tried on them several times, and I was like, I don't like that. Like
it's hard to tighten,
move.
I feel.
Yeah. And again, like I have Flintstone feet, so it's not a skinny foot on top.
Yeah, the proportion to keep it tight is weird.
Yeah. So I didn't like that. I just know that they're a big legacy in the sport. They would also like at the games, if you were wearing their shoe, you won the event, you got, money because you were wearing their shoe.
That's nice.
Yeah, so they would do that. I wish that we could get it back. They were like a sponsor for years.
They were.
And I feel like now at the games, it's like every year. I wonder if we're going to get the same sponsor from last year, or how many years did this sponsor sign up for? I feel like more and more are dropping out. So it's hard when you look at it and you're like, hey, Nike and Reebok, I'm glad that we have more to choose from because it's like Android and iPhone. You were a Nike person or a Reebok person. You never really switched. And if you did, it was because you first tried on Reeboks and never knew to try on Nikes. But yeah, you always stuck with one. You never went to the other side.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Well,
but now we have so many more. And I
I
sported Reebok stuff, clothing, because the outlet, I'm telling you, like the outlet that I used to live by was amazing. And they would have all the games athlete shirts on sale after the games. So there was a couple shirts that I got for like $2. Sports bras I got for like $2 or $5 that were really big. And now you don't hear about that anymore.
Yeah.
And it's so sad.
I'm like, that's really a ridiculous price. I don't think I've had a lot of Reebok clothes though. How do you like those?
I like them okay. I had a Reebok bra that I had since 2014, 2015.
Damn, girl, that was like 12 years.
Yeah, I just gave it away and it's still in good standing.
That's
like everything's elastic because Maggie wears it now. And I'm like, yeah, it just cut me differently now. Wow. So I was like, you can have it. There's a couple of brands that I still had that I ended up giving away that I had since the beginning that I started CrossFit.
Wow.
And they were just really good.
I'm impressed.
Yeah. Because what is the brand? Not Fleo. What's the other brand?
LSKD?
No.
Vital? The other brand.
There's Fleo, and then there's another brand. Like, they're smaller brands. Fleo's a smaller brand compared to some of these. Not Under Armour. What's the other one? Born Primitive.
Ah, okay.
So she has a Born Primitive bra that I've had since 2014 also. And it's just, yeah. So that bra has lasted me so long, and then she's now wearing it. You don't see that a lot anymore.
That's true.
Things stretch out. Things aren't good.
Oh, they're faded.
Yeah.
And
they're rippling and things like that.
That's what I hate the most about it.
Right? Mm-hmm. Like all my pants. Yeah. And then I'm like, great, now next season.
Area?
Yeah, next season I have to buy like 5 new pairs of pants for winter because now, all of them are starting to fade or ripple or things like that.
But then you think back on how long it's lasted and you're like, okay, it's been a few years.
But sometimes when I rebuy the brand, then I'm like, it's not the same.
And the prices are way higher now.
Way different.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Prices are insane for stuff now.
So we had Nike, we have Reebok. Let's go into NOBULL because once Reebok dropped out of the CrossFit Games, NOBULL came into the picture.
That's true. But I feel like they've been dying down now in terms of man. I haven't heard much about NOBULL at all.
No, and I think that's because they also took a step back from CrossFit. But they did have their branding was very simple. It was just NOBULL, and it was kind of like
cool
Nike,
slogan. Yeah,
right?
I
like
liked
that
it.
slogan. Just those things stick, and it was clean
was
look.
cool.
I know it was very community based for our CrossFit.
It was.
And like that was the new one. Once Nike and Reebok, like Nike was never in
CrossFit realm.
yeah, really as much as Reebok, but once Reebok left,
Stepped
it
out.
was like, look at these NOBULLs. Now I know the first NOBULLs, like the original NOBULL trainers, I didn't buy because I asked everybody and they're like, it's very flat,
It is
it's
very
very
flat.
this, it's hard for running, all this stuff. But I did love all the colors, the designs. And then when they got the NOBULL trainer pluses, I asked again, I was like, okay, how are these? And they're like, it's actually better than the original because they have a little bit more cushion. They're still heavy, but they still have the colors. I do like the trainers with my inserts. It's still like the back of it.
Now it's too high, no? Wouldn't
A
it?
little bit, yeah.
Because they're
So I
so
have
flat.
to tie them tighter if I really want to wear them. And they're in the middle of being narrow and wide.
They are pretty narrow.
So sometimes wearing them all day hurt my feet. But again, I enjoyed them.
Yeah, because we love colors, we love bright, and they had that.
And then you saw the athletes wear them. Now here comes into like play for me. Like there was a couple of shoes that I bought because I
Athletes.
saw athletes and I was like, oh my gosh. But there was also times when I was like, the price, man.
Yeah, but I always kind of said like, okay, the prints are pretty cool. There's nothing out there like this. Like, I guess I'll pay a little bit more because they're unique and different. Because the patterns were insane. Like,
They were, and they had such, for women, right? I
Yeah.
didn't look into men, but like the flower or like the Hawaiian themed,
Yeah.
or even the ones like the red ones that say Tia Toomey on them, and then the years that she won or things like that, that you're like, wow, that's really cool. So I did like that. I know NOBULL also had that if you won an event, like you
Get
would
some
get
money.
something. And they were a big sponsor. And there was a couple of years, like the bras and the shorts or the
Yeah.
pants, like they were really, like the girls looked amazing in them. I know the guys, like with the shorts, looked kind of, they looked like regular shorts. There was
But yeah, I remember NOBULL's being different because the material that it was made from. Like, I've never seen a shoe with that kind of harder, coarse material protecting the top, which I love because I was like, these are so easy to clean. Like, when it came to cleaning.
And jump roping, like,
Yeah.
I always hit the front of my toes, so then I would start wearing my NOBULLs because they have like a protective little
Yeah.
curve, and then the inside of your foot they have like that little side, the trainer pluses, to help with
ropes.
rope climbs.
So it was like the first shoe that I felt was like, okay, they're actually looking at tiny little details to make them good CrossFit shoes. And
Yeah.
I think that was the first shoe that, now they have these things, curves for the ropes. And I'm like, I've never heard of that in a shoe. And like the arch, and like I was like, that's cool. So it had a lot of features that I think other shoes don't focus on.
right?
Yeah.
So I think that's really
That's what made it special. And
It
I have some pants from
did.
NOBULLs, and I still
You
have
do?
them.
Yeah.
And they felt like butter. I love them.
Yeah.
And it took a lot to like rip them, I would say. But yeah, they had really cute colors too. So I was like, okay. But they were expensive.
They did, and I was just
They were
like,
up there.
I'm just so bad at buying things that are like
I know.
that much because Joycey, you're different. Yes, you have your dog children,
I know.
but you can splurge on yourself
can,
too.
yes.
And then there's times when I look and I'm like, I guess the kids don't need summer clothes because I brought one pair of pants.
Yeah, no, they're like $98.
Yes,
It's ridiculous.
Which, if you think about it now, is cheaper than some of the other brands.
I mean, yeah, we're going to talk about it now, but yeah, some of them are pretty, I mean, like you said, nowadays to buy a set of cute like clothes, like it's going to be over $100.
Yeah.
Like hands down.
And it's just for a set. Like not even multiple.
We're
And
in
I
this
know
world now.
Some of these stores do have spring sales, but I'm always like, my freaking size is the size that always goes. Like most of these places I wear
They do.
medium. Do you know how many women in the gym in our gym wear mediums?
Oh, they sell out so fast.
Yeah. I'm like, extra small and double XL are always the ones that are there, and I'm like,
Fleo is one of the brands that is guilty of that all the
Yes.
time, and I'm like, there's no mediums.
all the time. And I love Fleo. Fleo is really, really good. They have their different types. Like
And
I've
prints
always
and-
stuck with the heathered, because when I ask around the gym, I'm like, which one is true to size? Because a lot of times the girls would be like, okay, in this style, I'm this size. In this style, I'm this size. And I'm like, I don't want to buy a style and I'm a different size. So
Right.
which one is true to size? And all of them would say the heathered look, which I do like the heathered pants. They do have heathered shorts. The sports bras are kind of different too, because
Yeah.
we've had a couple girls order to their cup size because that's what it says, and it's come out way bigger. So
Yeah.
it is kind of like when I'm like, but the Fleo is run by women, so it's kind of hard to picture that. And then we're saying these are your measurements, and then you buy it and you're like, why is this way bigger
Yeah.
or way smaller if I did go by the measurements? And a lot of people have done that with even their pants and been like, I went by the measurement, but it's not. So I tend to ask and be like, hey, which one is more true to size? Which style is more true to size? We also have like a community that will post on our actual members group and be like, hey,
I love
I
that.
got this size and can we trade? Would you buy it out?
Right.
Or I've just had it for a while and I don't want it. It's yours kind of deal, which is very nice because a lot of us grew up in that day and age where like returning something and you don't have packaging. Like
Yeah.
I love when I buy something and they give me the packaging and the sticker
Right.
to return, not just the sticker. All right. I want the packaging and the sticker.
It's true.
It's nicer.
It is, yeah.
But I do love Fleo because of all the colors, all the designs.
Yep.
You can get everything. I got 2 singlets there for weightlifting. So I really enjoy that you can get a lot more things now and colorful things.
True.
And nowadays, they are the lower priced grouping.
They are.
You know, just
Yeah.
like the other one, Born Primitive. Born Primitive, I really enjoy. They sell shoes now.
Ooh. Oh,
And
yeah, that's right.
yeah, and all kinds. They have really good sales. If you're a veteran or an active duty, they do give a percent as well. Just
I
like
like that.
Fleo, if you're a coach, you have to fill something out. Then they do it. Some of these will do coaches or veterans, and Born Primitive is one of them because they are veteran based.
Yeah, that's
So
pretty cool.
it's very cool. And I've bought in swimsuits from Born Primitive.
Really?
Yeah, that I really like. It fits my body, my traps, everything.
Wow.
So I really enjoy some of these smaller companies. And I don't want to say smaller because they're doing really big things.
Right.
But for the other ones, like talking about, you know, Reebok, Nike, NOBULL, and then even going into tier,
Right.
which I think when we did this brand one, we both were like, we really want to try tiers.
We did, yeah.
And I do have a pair of tiers, X whatever, I think it's the second season, and then I have a pair of the lifters as well that are level 2s.
I know.
or
It's crazy
L2s.
how much tier has grown since our last podcast. It's
Yeah. I will say that I would spend money for tier shoes.
like, really? How much were your lifters around?
My
'Cause I don't have
lifters were
tier
like
lifters.
190.
Okay.
And they're the colorful ones. They're the pink
They
and
do have a
like
lot of cool colors.
purple indigo. They have like a
Yeah.
pink and light blue one that I really want to get. The only thing with it is, sorry, Jenny, one of my lifters has like a hole where my heel goes down. And I think that's just because of all the times that I've put my foot in and out.
Interesting.
It's just worn back there. I don't feel it when I lift, but I'm like, probably need to invest in another pair. Because I started with my Reeboks. Everybody was like wearing tiers, and I would ask like, okay, how does this feel? How does this feel? And they're like, oh, the toe box is way better. Like you can
That's what I would
actually
hear.
space out your toes to grip the floor. And then once I put them on, like they feel amazing. I love wearing them. They don't hurt my feet. I could wear them all day. My inserts fit in them. I absolutely love them.
Wow.
And then my workout shoes, I got them. So they say true to size. I had to go up a half size. So I'm normally a 7.
Interesting.
I had to do a 7.5. So my actual training
to
shoes
know.
are a 7. So they're a tiny bit too tight. In an aspect, I can't wear them all day, but I can work out with them. And I just didn't want to return them because it was such a hassle. And
I
was
know, that's
can
my
deal with like a little
problem.
bit of a shoe thing, and I'll just take them off when I get out.
That's my problem too. It's like we need to be better at that, Blake, because that's a lot of money.
I wear them. They don't sit in my thing. I wear them.
Oh man.
The reason why I order from Stitch Fix, which I'm not sponsored by, is because they give me the bag and the sticker to return things. Make my life easier. If I'm spending tons of money, please make my life easier, because I will buy more from you if you help me out.
That
if
is
I
true.
have to return.
If the experience is great, I will.
Yes, I will buy from you.
That is fair.
No problems, no issues. You have tiers, right?
I have tiers, but no lifters, just like the workout shoes. I
don't know if you would like the tier lifters because their toe box is bigger.
It's a little too big.
And there's some people that don't like that much space.
Well, I was thinking about it just because all of y'all were wearing it. And I was like, they look pretty cool. And I love the colors. And I think that's what was winning me over, because mine are just plain black, like Nikes. So I was like, I want color in my lifters. But then I was just like, you know what? These are fine. But yeah, I haven't tried the lifters, but I've heard great things similar to what you've been mentioning. But I've only tried like the workout shoes, which I think are pretty great too. I think it's the second version of them.
Yeah, I think we all of us like ended up buying like the second version.
Yeah.
Because people were walking in and having like good reviews about it.
Right.
And then by then it was like the second version had already come out, so you might as well get the second version.
True. Shout out to Andrew though, because that's when I got my shoes, because I saw his and I was like, I want the same ones.
He came in tiers, the red, white, and blue ones. He came in also.
Those.
And I like asked him so many questions about it.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like,
so cute.
I'm going to buy a pair of tiers because he has really good reviews, or he was talking about how they feel and things like that. And I'm like, I'm going to buy some tiers.
Yeah. Andrew was wearing army pants and flip-flops, and I wanted to wear army pants and flip-flops.
I also asked Jason too.
Oh, really? He was one of the first also?
He bought tiers also, and yeah. So I will I don't know why I talk to more guys about the shoes. Maybe because they're more finicky than women. Though women will tell me like
they go hard on their shoes. I feel
or like the ladies at our gym will just let me know if they're like really flat.
Yeah.
Or it didn't feel good on their feet, compared to the guys who are like, yeah, the toe box is this, the laces did this heel does this. Like they break down the shoes. So then I'm like, hey, how did you feel about that? Like,
and they're stylish.
Yeah.
They have different colors and good colors. And I'm just like, okay, I like that. Because, I guess being a girl, like you want to.
You do. You don't want to just always
basic.
Yeah. Wear black and white just because it matches everything. I'm never that way. My first pair of Nanos were lime green because they were on sale.
I like that.
They were like $40, and I was like, I'm gonna get these.
I like that. Yeah, I love it. And yeah, they had a lot of options, and I feel like every color I look for, I can find. Like I think I was looking for black on black, and they had black on black. And I think the only black on black I found was a men's shoe, and I bought it anyways. And they feel great. So I like I guess the unisex factor. You can, do the men's or the women's and they still feel pretty fantastic. I mean, compared to the NOBULLs, like you can feel the difference in like that arch support and having a little bit more like cushion than the flat-footed NOBULLs. So I do like that.
I really like them. I like their outfits. I haven't tried any of their swimsuits because I know that they're things like that. Again, Blake hasn't like bit the bullet on some of these because like buying $90 pants.
Tier clothes. No, I don't think I've tried it.
No, they don't really have like really flashy things. It's more about the shoes. Like I love their shoes. I know that they're very well known for their swimsuits, but like
that's true because I wore them in high school.
Yeah, I was like, it's more for like competitive. So when I go on the lake, I'm not about to be in this like Speedo thing.
That's true. That is true.
That says tier. More power to everybody who does that.
Aerodynamics.
Yeah. I'm just not there yet.
Yeah, no. But you're right. I remember them being huge back when I was in high school, and that was like the one and only brand that was doing really good.
Yeah, I was like, I had Speedo and tier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Speedos.
Yeah. So they made full swimsuits for women for Speedo. Because Speedo is very well known too for their swimsuits.
Yeah, I do. Especially in men's swimsuits.
Yeah, no. That was just...
It was people would always be like, oh, a man wearing Speedos. Yeah. And you're just like, oh.
And see, like, I just thought that's because how I grew up, it was the brand. So I thought that was just the brand. And they're like, no, those are like just the underwear or Speedos. And I was like, oh, I thought
what else were they gonna? I guess trunks, right? But
yeah, but I just thought like they were like, oh, he's wearing a Speedo. I was like, oh, like the brand. I never like looked into like, oh, that's what. I
always instantly thought underwear.
No, I was like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, we're swimming. It's a brand.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I also grew up with no money, so if you got a Speedo, like brand names to a poor kid were everything.
True.
So I just hooked on to brand names compared to what they looked like.
Because we cared so much about that stuff back in the day.
But after that, like when somebody said a Speedo, I pictured underwear.
Yeah. Same.
Europe, underwear.
I know. Well, I just recently bought, I think it's Velites because it's like a Spanish-based company.
Yeah.
And guilty. I only bought it because I saw Daniel Brandon wearing it in the third open workout. And I'm like, that color is so freaking cute. And it was like a salmon pink.
Yeah.
And I was just like, and she's got a tan. That would look good on, I got a tan. Yeah. So I was just like, you know what? Let me check it out. Prices were ridiculous. But they have this really cool special where you get a legging and a bra combo, and the same with like I think short and a bra combo, and it was like $90. Which to me, I was like, well, that's kind of like the average price for like Fleo and all those other brands. So to me, it felt like okay. But the material is very like, it's not like cottony fabric. It's more like the silky, like slidey, I would say,
like
and
a
less
wetsuit?
cotton. Yeah, a little more like wetsuit feel, I would say, versus like the cottony feel. So I personally enjoy that. And honestly, I feel like they just have really cute colors too. I think they're only limited to like...
They had like the ones that you got a purple one, right? Mm-hmm. And the salmon one, like also I liked how the purple sports bra cut you.
Yeah, and it doesn't have padding. Yeah. Which I like.
It has like a different cut.
Yeah, it's like a lower cut, I think. And they have a higher one.
But it's like very square to like angular. So I was like, I really liked it.
Very geometric.
And it didn't look like it was falling or anything.
It did not, which I really like because I hate the pads in some of the bras where when you wash them, you need to like put the pad back inside and it's such a pain in the butt. And I'm like, I just hate that. These don't have the pads, but it feels like you don't need them. Like you get the support you need with it. And I felt like the branding was nice. They have like shirts and all these other things, but I haven't explored those avenues yet. But
it was like they have jump ropes, right?
They do.
And grips.
Yeah. Which I heard are good. Somebody told me they had the Velites ones and they said they were pretty good. I haven't tried them myself, but
yeah, I haven't either, just because they were a newer brand and seeing how everybody feels about them.
Right.
Because just because you're the new kid on the block doesn't mean that everything works out.
That's true. All of our bodies are different too, so you need to feel comfortable in what you're wearing. But again, that was one of the brands that I only tried because I saw one of the athletes wearing them.
Yeah, Joyce is very like, ooh, I'm going to buy that because they're wearing it. And I'm very like, I'm going to ask 30 people. I'm going to save it in my little checkout thing. And by the time I've saved it and looked at it, it's sold out.
Also, they had a $20 off, I think, for those who were in the quarterfinal. So I was like, gotta use it.
Yeah, I was so excited. I got an email that said $50 off. And I was like, wow. Oh, yes. And they're like, when you spend $150. And I was like...
That can be pretty quick, though, if you think about it.
Yeah, but I was like...
So you'd only pay $100.
Yeah. Again, Blake has trips and stuff.
That's true.
But I do need to invest in myself. Priorities. Yeah.
But yeah, I personally like them. And I have gotten a lot of compliments for the colors and things like that. So,
do you have any LSKDs?
I only have one set. And it's that blue one.
I love that blue one on you. See, I have LSKDs, but I have pants.
But it's so expensive, and that's why I just stopped.
That's another brand that I would love. Like, I'm wearing LSKD right now.
Because it's Australian, so the shipping is ridiculous.
And I absolutely love how they feel. And they do have, like, a shorter pant, which would be good. Regular pants on me, guys. Capris for most.
They are freaking long, yeah.
But... I love how they feel, but I cannot like justify sometimes that it's so spending. Expensive. Again, we do get discounted stuff.
We do, and
I love how people can justify it for them. I can't yet. Like, my kids are not grown. I cannot justify spending on a pair of pants like $120.
Those are the more expensive. Yes. I think LSKD is one of the more expensive brands.
Yes. Will I say like I love how their stuff feels? Yes. Do I absolutely love that blue? Like every time you wear it, I'm like, I'm going to go buy it. And then I go on the site and I'm like, I can't do
That's insane.
a set. I can't do it.
That's the only set I own. And I was like, I'm done.
But I do love how it feels.
It is cute.
Yeah. And I don't have
cute.
like any rippling. I don't have any peeling.
Nothing.
On them. And I've washed them. I've worn them. I've worn them during weightlifting meets, gotten chalk all over them. So I do like how they feel.
Yeah.
I just can't justify right now the pricing.
Yeah, that's the one that gets me. I think out of all the clothing, I think that was the most expensive ones that I bought. And yeah, they're cute, but I was like, ugh, that's, like you said, I can't justify that either.
Yeah, it's just so hard to be like, I really, really like it. Are they worth the price? I'm on the fence because yes, they are, but do you just want to buy a pair of pants? Or maybe buy like a set like from Velites, or buy a couple pairs of pants and a sports bra.
Yeah.
Looking at sales, a lot of the girls at our gym go and make sure the sales or Goodwill or things like that. Like again, if you're starting out CrossFit, go try that. Go do Ross, go do all these things. Now, if you want to invest in some clothing, I would do these. And LSKD is, if you're buying it, I think it's worth the money somewhat.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
For sure.
Yeah.
They're definitely the popular ones I see at our gym. A lot of women wear that brand.
Yeah. They wear a lot of Fleo and a lot of LSKDs.
That's the majority I see, honestly.
Yeah. But it is. It's like, are they durable? Yes. Is it just hype? I don't think so.
No, they're good.
Yeah.
It's just the money gets me every time.
That's
the only thing. That's the only complaint for me.
There is a brand that I think kind of goes into durability and hype, and I do wear them and I do like them. It would be Two Pood. Because the
for
belts,
clothes?
No, for belts.
Oh, I was like, they have clothes?
No, their belts and their knee sleeves and their thumb tape and everything. I feel like they're really big on hype because they have so many designs.
They do.
So many, and they just dropped a dog.
I saw
one,
that.
and I was like, oh my
God.
They're on pre-order. Right. I was like,
I already looked. Yeah.
Yeah. And so
But they don't have my dogs. So I was like,
They have a wiener dog.
Did they?
Yeah. It's curled up. It's in a bed.
Oh, I'm going to double
It's a
check that
Dachshund,
one.
but it's a long-haired Dachshund.
Oh, that's probably why.
That's why.
If I'm going to be spending that much on it, I want it to be the exact dog.
And the reason why I say part is hype is because I've gotten 2 belts from there. One is our gym. Like our gym did a whole thing where you can buy it and it said Kingman CrossFit on it. And they were blue and white. And then the weightlifting ones were yellow and black. I got a yellow.
Have the sparkly one.
I do, but I got a yellow one. And I'm going to tell you right now, I did like it. But where the Velcro was, I wore it like a handful of times and the Velcro was already falling apart.
Oh.
Right?
Interesting.
And so I was like, I use that as if anything else, like if my purple belt is going to die and I need a belt. I do have my sparkly one. I absolutely love my sparkly one.
Does it, okay, let me ask you this though. For the sparkly stuff, does it release a lot of glitter? Because I hate that.
It does not release any glitter. So you have the glitter one that kind of is like, like on the sounding.
Scratchy, like
but
sandpaper.
It doesn't, it's not loose glitter. Then you have the sequence one. Sequence, now we did have somebody at the gym, like, I think it was like her second or third time that she wore it and sequins were falling out. So I told her to take a picture, send it in. They sent her another belt.
Oh, wow.
So here's the thing.
Excellent service.
Love that service. Now, fast forward when Blake gets knee sleeves. I wore my knee sleeves.
2 Poods?
Yep. A couple months. I'm going to say 4 months. And I know Jason had this issue too. They started ripping. I emailed them. I stopped emailing them a couple months ago. And this was last year. I emailed them like every month to get them sent back. Get just a new pair. I didn't even ask for a refund. Right. I sent them pictures. I sent them my receipt. I told them when I got it, all this stuff. I have yet to hear from them.
Oh, damn.
I know Jason did get a new pair, I think. But this is not the only, for their knee sleeves. A couple people have said this about their knee sleeves.
That's so strange.
And it's where they're sewn in. It's just weak. And so knee sleeves every time I'm like on an ad thing and I was like, ooh, I like how those knee sleeves, because they have prints on them that you can buy with the belt. And I was like, ooh, I want to do that. And
Those
it
are
says
cool.
Tupood. And I was like, you know what? You still haven't emailed me back.
That's so strange.
Yeah.
But with the belts look great. That's interesting.
Yeah, I think also there's just the belts. We've had people who bought in, and it wasn't just our gym belts, because that was made by Tupood, not by our gym. We just had our logo on it, which is really cool. I love if we can
That is pretty cool.
do those things. But a couple people were like, yeah, the Velcro area was just like falling apart. So, and people have had that on different belts as well.
But how long though? Because I could imagine after.
So like my yellow and black one, I wore it maybe a handful of times.
Oh no.
Yeah, not even a year.
Yeah, that's not good.
And I know like Bear Complex has it, Element 26 has it.
I haven't tried those belts. I haven't had any problems with my belt, but again, I'm not a weightlifter and I don't lift as much as you guys. I use it maybe once a week.
Yeah.
And it's still going strong. But guys, I don't recommend getting a white one because it gets dirty really quickly. So just a heads up. It looks beautiful.
I love
I'm like, oh, God.
I wouldn't recommend white in anything.
It was like a marble color. It's nice. It's
Oh,
pretty.
yeah.
It's really pretty.
It is very pretty.
And it matches with everything.
It
but,
looks like sometimes when I'm like, oh, did she put
do you
that
know
on
how
the
to
floor?
clean it?
No.
Is there ways to see? I need to figure that out. Maybe there's a way to wash it or something.
You know what? You can always do Windex, I guess.
Really? Just pour Windex on everything, huh?
Yeah. That's from the other one. The weightlifting house. They also have belts that are supposed to be really good for weightlifting. Well, it's more weightlifting based.
Is it like the leathery belts and stuff?
No. So those are for more like, you can get them for weightlifting. I know powerlifters also use more of that.
I've never been crazy about those.
Yeah, I don't like the buckle.
I can't imagine they'd be that tight.
You have. I think you can once you get it in, because it's not like one that the metal piece that goes in the hole is not gonna like.
Right. I feel like I need
Open
something
up.
faster. I guess because we're doing CrossFit, not necessarily weightlifting.
Yeah,
so.
because when you do go in for a lift, like you literally like cinch in as much as you can
Right.
before you lock it in. So I feel like with the belt, it'd be the same thing. I'm just not like a good belt person. I need something like that's quick.
Yeah, I agree.
Compared to if I frantically, I'm like, oh my God, how do I get this off?
That is, yeah, I'm with you on that. I need something faster. I'm like, let's go. You know,
Yeah.
especially for workouts
So
or deadlifts.
I do like that. So that's why I'm like, I feel like they are hype and sort of durability. I feel like the price is good.
Yeah.
It's very manageable. I love that they have different drops. They have athletes that also help design belts, and you could be like, oh, I'm wearing, Daniel Brandon's. I'm wearing
That's true.
Maddie Rogers. I'm wearing Ariel Lowen. Like,
I do like that.
it's really cool.
They have really cool designs.
Yeah. And so like for part
And
of it,
backpacks, right?
backpacks too. And that's, I think, the next one. I love my backpack from Amazon, but I
Yeah.
do love the Tupood one that you can put your belt around it.
Oh, yeah. Everyone's got those.
Right. So I'm like, that might be my next investment, or a Wolfpack one. Wolfpack has really good ones, but Tupood, I would give them a chance on things. And again, like, probably not knee sleeves for me, but they
Yeah.
get back to me on belts and things like that.
That's
for
fair.
knee sleeves, I switched up and went to the brand that you
Rembrandt.
and Dave have. Yep,
The
Rembrandt.
best. Those
Which
are
is
the
really
best.
good. And they get back to you on a lot of things too.
Oh, yeah.
So I really love my knee sleeves in those. And
They're the best.
yeah.
They're a little on the expensive side, I would say.
They're okay.
But worth it.
Yeah. I feel like that's, if you need sleeves, those would be it for me.
Yeah, I'm looking at prices that are around, like, I mean, they're around $40, $60.
Yeah, to me, it just, that is reasonable. And I
Yeah,
go
it's
into like
worth it.
for my knee health.
Yeah, like lunges.
Yeah.
And it helps a lot.
And when you buy these like littler things for like you're adding on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the same like with grips. Like I've bought in RX Smart Gear. The next one I'm going to invest in is the Element 26 that Dave has. I
haven't
tried those
tried
on and
those.
they hold on to the bar.
With no finger holes, just the...
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think they have I don't know. But you just put it on the bar and you could literally hang there.
That's how I feel about my frog grips, but
Then stick with your frog grips.
I haven't
you
tried.
like the holes.
I do like the
don't
holes.
like the holes.
Yeah, I do like. I just
It's
haven't
just one
tried.
more thing to put my do, and I'm just like, I'd rather just poop.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know,
Interesting.
it's when you buy these littler things, I think it's similar to clothes, but at the same time, we don't have as many smaller brands and
That's true.
things like that. You really need to pick what works best for your body,
True.
you know, first, especially with like knee sleeves or things like that. You can be like, okay, I'm going to try Tupood and then this, and then really start to understand, oh, I like this better. Joycey likes holes for her grips. I don't. I like the loose ones.
Right.
There's just stuff like that. Or there's some people who, well, I like Tupood. I don't mind buying new knee sleeves every year because it matches my belt. Some people like that. If you feel good in matchy stuff, then get
do
the
like
matchy stuff. And that's the same with shoes. You know, there's going to be one day where you could probably buy like the matching shoes to your matching set.
See, that would be cool.
That'd be cool.
Why haven't they done that? That's an amazing
I don't know,
idea.
because then you'd have to get like two brands together.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Tier should do that. That'd be a great idea.
It would. Oh, yeah. Some of them they probably do. They're probably like our dark blue stuff will go with the shoe. I feel like more like Prince. But I know like how you were talking earlier, like the Rad bus, like Rads are really new. I haven't tried them yet because I went to go buy the Daniel Brandon ones and I didn't get my notification. And I was like, I am going to buy these. I don't care how much they are.
You didn't get your notification?
No.
What do you mean, like the email?
No, the text message. I signed up for a text message for pre-order.
Girl, I put my alarm on and everything. I was like, I'm waking up early.
Still. You didn't have to buy them.
I know somebody bought them for me. But I still was like 8 a.m. in the morning, girl. I remember the first drop, which was the orange pink ones. I got the wrong size and then they sold out and I was like, God damn it. And then I told them, can you guys change it for the like my size? And they're like, no, they're sold out. Like, you have to return them. And I was like, oh gosh. So I did that all wrong. And since then I was a little traumatized, so I didn't get the second set because I was at work. But
no, I was
got
all
them
excited.
gifted.
I knew what size I was doing it. And then I was like, hey, I have an hour. They'll text me.
Yeah.
Okay. Just in case, because I got
They
stuff to
usually
do.
Yeah.
No. Even Cotton was like, I didn't get my text reminder either. I was just on the website.
Damn.
And I was like,
that's
of
not
course.
cool.
No. And they match my lifter colors. That's the whole reason
That's
I was going to
true.
buy them. I was like, they match my lifter colors.
Next
I'm
drop.
still depressed about them. They're not going to have those colors again.
No, it's going to be a different color. But you know
Yeah.
she picks good colors, though, because
She
she has
does,
two
but
drops
those were the
already.
colors
No,
that
3
I
drops?
wanted.
Yeah, I wanted the orange ones last time.
There's times when I was like, I love that you guys do drops, but if you see that they sell out, why can't you carry them?
Or why won't you make more knowing that people are buying them, right? That's the part that like baffles me. It's like every drop she does, she sells out. And they even say like if you read their website, like I looked it up on the bottom, it says like our thing as a brand is that we're exclusive. Like we just drop a certain number and that's it. Like use or lose it. And I'm like, interesting that a company does like I get it.
I get it because they do have they keep colors on that they don't. And I'm just like, okay, got it. And I could deal with some of these colors. But some of them that you're like, damn, that sold out really fast. Maybe we should
Do a second drop or something.
or not even keep it as an original.
Yeah.
Because they have original colors.
That's true. I have
Like,
a pair.
come on, man. It's like an ice cream store or something where they're like, hey, we keep selling out of this one flavor that we drop once a year. Maybe we should just keep it on the menu.
And make some money.
Yeah.
Honey. Girl, I'm with you on that one.
Bunch of bullshit, if you ask me, Rad.
But given that you haven't tried them, I must admit they're like the comfiest freaking shoe so far.
That's what I've
had.
heard. That's what I've heard. And I was like, okay, then I want, if I'm going to get this freaking expensive shoe,
It's expensive.
I want the color.
It's like $150.
that I want. Yeah. Which nowadays is most shoes, which is sad. But if they're
freaking
worth
cool.
it and they last and they
do.
do what you want. So you know
true.
what? Because of the High Rocks thing, I was like, maybe I'll buy some runners for High Rocks.
The runners do look cute.
Yep.
And hers haven't sold out, I think so.
No, because they look
No,
like
people
alien
don't.
shoes.
Yeah, because the sole's pretty thick. But for runners, that's what you need, girl.
Yeah.
So
I was like,
it might
maybe
be a good
I'll
idea.
do that.
But yeah, the first word that comes to mind is cushion. Like they're so cushiony on the inside, they feel soft.
Yeah.
I think they're all pretty much the same design. I've noticed they just change the colors.
Yeah, it's just the colors. It's the same exact shoe. It just changed the colors, which good for them for doing that. They found their niche or whatever, and they're working it, and they're doing really good. But again, you guys, like, I'd be like, hey, bro, whatever your name is that runs this, Danny, they sold out in 15 seconds. We should probably keep this one on because all the rest of them sold out in 90 seconds.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
I'm so pissed off. Like, I was like, I'm done. I may never buy from you guys ever.
Oh, no.
I don't like when companies do that.
Yeah.
And you know what? I did want to do an email and say, dear manager, I signed up for the text. I never got a text.
Maybe
Sad
you should.
Customer. Well, it's past time. I get text message notifications now.
I'm like, there's some cool ones in there. I'm looking at them right now.
I don't like any of them because they don't match my lifters. Now that we're talking about like the big, huge brands, let's talk about our favorite brand.
Human CrossFit.
Yes. You know, your local gym merch is actually a really good brand to have. And I know that I have tons of shirts, not just because I'm a coach, out. But yeah, you have them too. I will say our next drop, though, I do like the American flag look. I do like that one.
Right.
And I like how it's like a silhouette of the different.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah. There's some that come out and I'm like, ooh, I like that color. Ooh, I like this. So there have been some drops. And I think the best thing that you can start with, if you want to start with any brand, is the gym that you feel at home with.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I love that. And we are supporting our gym with that. And you're supporting your gym when you do that. Mm-hmm. It is fun. Like one of the gyms I used to go to, we used to vote on what the saying would be on the
that's
at
cool.
least one shirt, like every 3 or 6 months, we would vote on it. Or we would vote on if it had glitter for the girls or things like that.
That's pretty cool.
Some gyms do that. We also have we have different colors at our gym. We have long sleeves. We have crew necks. We have, we have drops for when we do weightlifting and supporting the weightlifting team. But I think it just
podcast.
Yes, and it even drives the community. So, and that's what we're here for, is the community. So that shirt means more because we have shirts that you can earn.
Yeah.
So we have the $250 shirt, and a lot of people, and it's gold with black.
The
and
gold
you
writing.
Earned it. I love that our gym does that. We also do a sweatshirt. And we do a bag.
That's my favorite is the hoodie.
Sweatshirt
I love that hoodie.
Is really good. And you're like, what did you get? Oh, I did 500 classes. It is really fun to have that because you straight up earned it. And I know
it's special.
Certain gyms do different things, but it is.
And you guys announce it to the class, and it's like a big, oh my gosh, I got my gold star.
It is so cool. So whether you're buying from these big brands or your affiliate brand, remember, is it comfort over hype? What do you like? Do you ask around? Function versus looks, or are both good? And I think nowadays, I don't know how you feel, Tracy. I feel like some of these brands are starting to understand that. Mm-hmm. These athletes are saying this, these athletes are saying that. And I can commend some of the elite athletes who are like, no, I don't like that color. No, I don't like this. Oh, wait, I like this color, but I need this shoe to do this, or I need these sports bras to do this. It kind of helps because none of these big brands are asking us smaller people, which sometimes I'm like, maybe you guys should.
Well, I do like that some brands do personalize. Like, trying to say is that they personalize stuff to your gym if you want to. At least some brands do.
Some brands and some gym owners can ask and things like that, which is really cool.
It's pretty cool, yeah.
It is really cool, especially if you have teams going, if you have competitions. Doing that is really fun.
Because I think you said Tupu did the belts that they saw at the gym, right? See, that's pretty cool.
See, those are the things that I like.
Yeah.
Or when we would go to competitions and we could order shirts that would say Human CrossFit, but also say the name of our team.
Oh, I love that.
Those are really cool too. I know that some people just now buy this stuff. We also have very local ladies, Natalie and Amber, that you can definitely do that. Send them the shirt and be like, hey, I'm doing a team thing, or for anything like that. And they can get that done for you. But it's nice. The only thing is I would like to try things on before I buy them.
Yes.
I know our gym does that. They're like, hey, we're doing a t-shirt drop. The t-shirts are in the front to try on.
Yeah.
I love that.
I do love that.
It is. It's really what is going to work best for you, especially when you're first starting out. Like,
Yeah.
what is going to work best for you? And then ask your fellow neighbor at the gym, hey, I really like those pants. Are they good? Do they fall down all the time? What's this? Do they have special height? How do the shoes? Are they true to size? Do I have to go up? Do I have to go down? Like, ask around.
Yeah, I know some people who are even down to be like, here, try it on. I'll bring the set tomorrow so you can try it and see if the size fits. And I'm like, I love that.
Yeah. Now, I do have a question for you. What's one piece of gear you swear by?
Oh, my grips. I need my grips.
Yeah.
I can't live without my grips.
Yeah.
Yeah, grips, hands down. For any, like, work, like, for sure. Because we do a lot of pull-ups, chest to bars, like, toes to bar. Like, if I didn't have that, that would be a game changer in terms of, like, I feel my skills, for sure. That's what I was thinking about last night, actually. I was just like, oh, my God, if I didn't have grips, I'd really have a lot of rips in my hands.
Yeah,
And that messes you
save
up.
you so much.
And that messes you up because if you ripped, you can't work out for like 2-3 days, and that's just not fun. So
it's not. Those were the old school days.
Yeah. I think Jason complained about it last week, and I'm like, not me, man. No.
Yeah.
So that's probably the biggest thing. What about you? You gonna say lifters?
I was gonna have to say my lifters.
You're a boy lifter.
Yeah, I'd have to say my lifters, and it'd probably be my new grips when I get them.
Yeah.
Because those, I dreamt about those ever since I tried Dave's on. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get those.
How much are those going for?
Oh, not that much. I think like $60.
Not bad.
Yeah, Element 26, I think, is a brand that's starting to do very well and starting to be very athlete based. They're also very nice to work with. Our first year as a podcast, like, we reached out to so many brands, and yes, we're small. They were the first ones to email us and be like, oh, what do you need? We can give you some knee sleeves. We can get you a belt. We can do this. We love that you're a small podcast and you're trying to do these things. Like, very community based. Loved them.
Yeah.
So I was excited that Dave was like, oh, yeah, they're Element 26. And I was like, oh, I'm definitely going to invest in these.
Yeah.
Even if you guys don't see me that much on that side.
Well,
I still love to do it. Yeah, so
I'm excited to see you try those bad boys on then.
Yeah.
But I agree, lifters do change, especially when it comes to depth, because I have awful mobility. Oh my God, game changer.
You just feel safer.
You do, yeah. I feel like I'm wearing heels, but in the gym.
Yeah, clickety clack, clickety clack. But on that note, if you if you feel like this podcast is your swig of pre-workout, please like, subscribe, follow, hit those 5 stars. And we'd love to get a message from you guys, either on YouTube, on Spotify, any of those platforms, letting us know if we PR'd, if we no-repped on any of these episodes. If you have any episode that you want us to deep dive in, we will dive into it, ask around, do our research, do all that stuff so you don't have to. If you're an affiliate and you think you own the best affiliate, or you go to the best affiliate, please reach out to us on Instagram. You could DM us at Savagely Scaled, or you can email us savagelyscaled1@gmail.com. And we'd love to talk to you about coming to visit your affiliate. What we do is we come down, we try a class out, we interview you, we talk to a couple of your athletes, and we tour and take pictures and videos and all that fun stuff. And then we get to sit down with the owners and talk to you guys about what you're doing for the CrossFit community inside the gym and outside, and also what the community thinks about you, and put it into an episode. So we'd love to get some of you guys to do that as well. In that, since we talked about gear, don't forget to tag us in our Instagram post about this episode with your favorite gear and what we should try next. But remember, don't be a Karen,
be a Sharon,
and keep sharing. It really does help. And until
we meet
at the whiteboard again.
Ta-ta.
Bye.